This is NDTV. And you're watching NDTV Hindu.
Good morning, you're watching Bill of Rights with me Divya Kumar only on NDTV Hindu, and this show is dedicated to our very own citizens to make them aware of their rights. And on Bill of Rights we take up your cause and we empower every single consumer with stories and reports of problems that consumers face. And we at NDTV Hindu also aim at offering you, the consumer, solutions to these problems that you may face on a regular basis. So let's get started with the show. Well, this is what is in store for you this week on Bill of Rights. First, we tell you why and how you should be careful while applying for that loan which will lessen your financial burden. And next, we show you how the railways, while offering quick service when you opt for online booking, is neither quick nor prompt when it comes to the refund. And finally, how your dream of getting a house through a good deal with a seller has its own pitfalls. Our reporter Bertila brings us all these reports. Now, everyone needs a loan of one kind or the other, one which will not burn a hole in your pocket. But what do you do if your plan backfires and you end up losing money and peace of mind and lands you up in more trouble? Well, here's a similar story of a consumer who discovered he was taken for a ride through unsolicited add-ons after he got himself a loan.
Imagine taking a loan from a financier and then discover that he has sold you a health insurance policy. Unbelievable, but that is exactly what happened to Babu, a resident of Chennai. Some time ago, he obtained 35,000 rupees from a city-based financier. Then, the finance company topped up the loan by another 31,000 rupees. To his shock, Babu realized he was being paid a few thousands less. Why? Because the difference had been used to pay up for her health insurance policy, something the financier failed to discuss with Babu. Naturally, Babu approached the consumer court.
Both the parties entered appearance. After perusing the entire documents, the Honorable Forum was pleased to allow the complaint and award a sum of rupees 10,000 and with the cost of rupees 2,000 to the consumer.
There are many like Babu who suffer because institutions such as these unscrupulously exploit you for their side businesses. So in case you plan to take a loan, here are a few things that you need to watch out for.
Finance company approaches a consumer for topping up of the loan. Then the consumer has to discuss all the loan amount as well as the terms and conditions. Whether they are topping up of the entire loan amount or part of it. There should not be any hidden agendas insofar as the finance company or the consumers are concerned. Only with the consent of the consumer, they should have an insurance coverage for the entire loan transaction.
You know what they say about the fine print. It's printed in such small letters that it takes a lot of time to read it. But a little pain is better than long drawn out problems. As the experts say, go through the terms and conditions before availing of any loan. If you are thorough, most issues can be sorted out. In Chennai, Bertila, NDTV Hindu.
Now, time to go in for an expert opinion. A consumer activist joined us on the show to discuss issues surrounding such cases.
First up, she had mentioned a few certain terms and conditions that need to be followed. Yes. Can you throw a little more light on it? Is there any specific clause or something like that?
No, it's a standard form of agreement. It's a printed agreement, so it is not a different. Every consumer cannot have a different agreement with the financier. It's a standard form of agreement. So you should read it out and you have to clarify yourself, and if you are not agreeing for any clause, you can easily send a letter to the financier stating that the standard form of agreement is clause number 5, I am not agreeing because it is against my interest, so kindly delete that agreement. It's agreement means it's a concession between two persons, so the two persons is not agreeing with one point, you can easily tell by way of letter.
Okay, but what happens in the case of local financiers? Now, there are a lot of them also who are available at our easy, use at once in a point. So how are they authorized? Are they even authorized to even give loans?
They are authorized, but they may have their own agreement, but they won't disclose to you. to the consumer. Yes, really. Always, if you avail loan, they will just formality fill up these blanks and give it to me. It's enough, but they won't give a copy to you. So you are not aware of anything in the agreement. So you should insist for any financier, you should insist for the agreement copy and read it. And if you have any objection about any clause, you can easily object at the same time, and you can give a letter to him.
He had applied for a loan and he got a health insurance by default. Yeah, so what exactly, you know, are we supposed to do in these kind of situations? He took the matter to the consumer court, which is an obvious conclusion and the end point, but what exactly do we need to do towards working towards going to the consumer court?
Okay. If every month they will send a statement to you. In the statement, they will put some all the columns, you know, for this, for that, we are charging some money. So you can clarify them. I don't need the first instance. If you see any statement about we are charging so much amount for insurance policy, send a letter stating that. Most of the financiers having their address, customer address, you can see post box, PO box number. So for PO box number, you can't get any acknowledgement, proof of delivery. So they are seriously give that wording, PO box. You can send certificate of posting.
Right.
So you can get a proof. Otherwise, they can say, you know, we did not receive any letter, because, you know, there is no proof of delivery. Courier people also did not book, will not book the PO box number.
Correct.
So you were mentioning the PO box number, that a lot of financiers give it to their customers so that they don't, you know, the address is not revealed. What do the customers do at this point of time, especially when they want to get in touch with the financier?
Okay. Two things are necessary. You can see, you know, the website. In the website of all the financial companies, they are having one column about us. So in that about us, the contact address will be there. So you can easily see the contact address for your purpose. Otherwise, there is no contact address. You can send a certificate of posting. Okay. So you can get a proof. Otherwise, in PO box numbers, proof of delivery, that means POD, they are saying POD, you can't get any POD or acknowledgement from the PO box number. It will simply say PO box 300, New Delhi something.
Right.
And also another thing that I want to know, now if a consumer realizes really late that his amount is being, you know, cut off from him and it's given to a health insurance premium, can he retrieve that money back? Because it's gone for the premium. He's already applied for the insurance policy without his own knowledge. So can he get back the money that he has, you know, supposedly invested in the policy?
Yes. All policies have their own agreement. It has a 1 month break time.
Okay.
So in that break time, you can cancel it, you can get refunded.
Okay.
All insurance companies, it's a try rolling. So you have to give a satisfaction time.
Right.
So if you are not satisfied, you can cancel the agreement between the insurance
But what
company.
happens if it's a little too late?
Exactly. The
It's
time
too late.
makes a
Also,
huge
you can request.
Okay.
If it is your fault, you can request. If it is not your fault, you can blame the fault. You know.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Time for us to slip into a short break, but on the other side of Bill of Rights, we bring you a report of a consumer who had to bear the brunt of terribly delayed services from the railways for 3 long years. Do stay with us on Bill of Rights.